In the heart of Colombia, a story unfolds that would grip the world. It's a story of a man who would become synonymous with power and wealth. This is the story of Pablo Emilio Escobar Gaviria, a name that would echo through history as the most notorious drug lord the world has ever known. Pablo Escobar's journey begins in the poverty-stricken neighborhood of Rio Negro, Colombia. Born on 1st of December 1949, he grew up in a world where dreams were often crushed by the harsh reality of life. The streets taught him early on that ambition and determination were his only tools for survival. Welcome to our YouTube and Facebook channel. If you are watching our channel for the first time, please consider subscribing. And if you like our videos, please give us a thumbs up. And now, let me tell you about the life of Pablo Escobar, the Colombian drug lord. Pablo had remarkable intelligence and charisma, but no interest in studies. He got involved in criminal activities in very young age. He started with stealing gravestones from graves. He himself did not have a degree, but he used to sell fake diplomas to people. When he grew up, he would steal the cars of Colombian citizens. Pablo's criminal activities escalated when he kidnapped a businessman in 1971 and demanded a ransom from his family. The 1970s marked the turning point in Pablo's life. Cocaine became very popular among Americans. He recognized the potential for massive profits in growing cocaine trade, which was mostly smuggled into United States from Colombia. Pablo felt that if he took advantage of this opportunity, he would surely fulfill his dream of wealth and power. Teaming up with a network of criminals, he set his sights on becoming the kingpin of the drug trade. In 1975, he killed a local Colombian drug lord and took control of its network. Pablo then began expanding the scope of his drug trafficking operations. His network later became known as the Medellin Cartel, and he began to smuggle cocaine in America by different means. Escobar's empire grew rapidly, fueled by corruption, violence, and a greedy appetite for power. He controlled every aspect of the drug trade, from production to distribution. By the end of the 1970s, seeing the growing demand for drugs in the US, he had also built several distribution routes and networks. Apart from Panama and Mexico, he used to smuggle drugs through Caribbean island of Norman's Cay. This island is a part of Caribbean county of Bahamas. Here, he also built a large shipment and refueling point. This island is only 350 kilometers away from Florida, the southern state of America. His charisma attracted loyal followers, and his generosity toward the poor earned him a complex reputation, a Robin Hood figure to some and ruthless criminal to others. He had penetrated the American drug market to such extent that 4 out of every 5 people here were using drugs smuggled by the Medellin Cartel. His market share was 80%. He had also become the most wanted person in the US. In 1977, when Jimmy Carter took over the government of the United States, he also faced a serious challenge to prevent drug trafficking. To solve this problem, his administration also signed the extradition treaty with Colombia. In the 1980s, he also entered politics, and in 1982, he became a member of lower house of Colombian parliament. The Minister of Justice of Colombia accused Pablo of numerous charges for his criminal activities. For 2 years, he was a member of the parliament, but in 1984, he left politics. 3 months later, the Colombian Minister of Justice was also killed. After this incident, movement of extradition of drug smugglers to America started gaining momentum. Because of his influence, the Colombian government even terminated the extradition treaty in 1985. But the new Colombian president reinstated the treaty. Considering the growing pressure, Pablo decided to surrender himself. But the surrender was conditional. He demanded the government to build its own prison, and he moved to his own luxurious jail. Here every facility was available to him. Colombian authorities were instructed to stay 3 miles away from this prison. Pablo continued to control his drug empire even from prison. And when the government saw that he was not such a reformer, it was decided to imprison him in a traditional jail. In 1992, he escaped from here to escape the painful and violent imprisonment. Despite his best efforts, Escobar's empire began to crumble. The once unified cartel fractured, and internal strife weakened his grip on power. The final chapter of Pablo Escobar's life was marked by desperation. Faced with mounting pressure from both law enforcement and rival cartels, he resorted to extreme measures. Bombing, assassination. The violence escalated to unprecedented levels. On 2nd December 1993, the man who had dodged prison for years was finally found. In a rooftop standoff, Pablo Escobar's life came to a dramatic and violent end. Escobar's death marked the end of an era. His empire, once feared and respected, crumbled in his absence. But the scars he left on Colombia and the world are still visible to this day. It's a story that reminds us that even the most powerful can be brought to their knees, and the pursuit of wealth and power often leads down to a path of darkness. And that's it for today's episode of Let Me Tell You. I hope you find our videos informative and interesting. Let us know about your thoughts in the comments below. We value your feedback and want to hear your thoughts on this topic. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an episode. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Let Me Tell You.